All right. Good evening, everybody. Right. This is part three of doing the full stack development, and we just have one experiment left. I have taken bath and I have eaten my dinner, and now we will be completing the last experiment. And if time permits, we are also going to do some operating systems. What do you say? If we complete OS DBMS as well, we are about to complete full stack development, and then we might come back to gate again. Right, gate needs a lot of solving. That's it. All right, factorial. Display an appropriate function. Text box. All right. Why asking everything to ChatGPT? We can get factorial, we can get Fibonacci, we can get prime numbers, we can get palindrome or not. We can get all of those. Okay. Validate for the following fields in the registration field. Yeah, these the C1 though. The C1 right. Text box and four buttons. Actually, this one and this one are interconnected. If we do this, A and B are done, and C we will try C with the help of ChatGPT, because asking every program to ChatGPT and then memorizing, indirectly memorizing and writing is not a pretty good option. So we should be able to write this one now. If we are able to, then we are fluent. I mean, fluent enough. Now what? Factorial. Okay. So you need to have a text box. All right. So input type is equals to text ID. You need an ID for JavaScript reference. All right. Value. How about that? Okay. How about having a paragraph? Enter the value. Nice. That's an input. And now you will have a button. Button on click. Okay. It will refer. Okay. You are supposed to have four buttons. Button on click. What are the four functions? Fact. Right. It refers to the factorial function. Factorial. All right. Button. And button on click equals to another fib. It will refer to that one. Fibonacci. Button on click is equals to what now? Prime button on click palindrome genius palindrome button. We had four buttons. We had a text box, and it is referring to them. Nice. And now What's that one? Script. Inside the script, we will have the 4 functions for JavaScript. Function, alright. Why don't we, get the value globally? Right. Variable val is equals to document dot get element by id. What's the id? Value dot value. That's it, right? Yeah, I think now we got the value. And now what do? We need to write the factorial function. Function fact. Inside the fact function, what do? We had the value, we need to get the factorial. Okay, val fact is equals to 1 for, it's where I is equals to 1, I less than or equals to val I plus plus fact is equals to fact times I. Okay, the factorial value is calculated. You need the placeholder or maybe an alert, right? Alert. It's still inside the function factorial of plus val is okay. Is what fact. Nice. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Functions dot html. Okay. The laptop's literally heating. Factorial. Okay, nice. Let's do 424, right? Okay, that did not work. That did not work. For variable I is equals to 1, I less than or equals to value. Okay. Okay, alright. How to get value from HTML to JavaScript. Document dot get element by id. Get element by id. For form inputs, dot value, right? Okay, wait. It is of text and we need it to number. maybe you can put everything in number. Factorial of, now it kind of did something. Okay, value fact is equals to fact times I. Value, okay, it kind of did value as 0, right? Because value is being accessed as 0. Or maybe how about, just take it as number. It is a problem with numbers. I got that much, but what is it? Val is read before if. It captures as an empty string. Okay. What? So what did this guy do? Okay. This is being read. It's an empty string. Okay. Inside that you need to read the value. After clicking the button, you need to read the value. My bad. Placing matters a lot. Wow. Maybe this need to be discovered at one time or the other. Anyways. Okay, and we will write another function. Fib. Alright, fib. And again we will get the value. After getting the value, we need to print the Fibonacci sequence until that number. Okay. Instead of alert, let's have an empty text box at the bottom. PID is equals to OP P. Yep. So instead of giving the alert, document dot get element by ID. What's the ID? OP is the ID. Dot inner HTML is equals to, just print it out. Refresh the browser, yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. You got that, and So how do you print the Fibonacci sequence? Have these, where OP have the text already 0 and 1. Right. If number is equals to 0, okay. How about we write this? We got the value. Let's say we need to print first 5 terms of Fibonacci number. For int I is equals to 0, I less than okay, you will print 0 1 initially. Okay, you need an -2 iterations. Well, -2 and plus if okay, if I is equals to 0, variable result it will add everything up to it. We need a string to be printed. We need to print a string. How to print a string directly? Okay, let's create an empty string here. Let's create an empty string. That works. If I is equals to 0, result plus or is equals to. You are just concatenating, right? I. Or you can just write I is equals to 1. So in the first iteration, it is 0. It will give 0 and it will give 1. Nice. And else result plus or is equals to. Should we do the iterative way? I guess recursion is okay. We are not passing the value. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Result plus or is equals to. We need to pass this as a method now. Okay. I need to use recursion, but I did not pass fib parameters. What do I do? Did I write int? Okay. Your Fibonacci pattern function. Where is this fib? When did I define it out? Okay. Okay, got it. Inside a script, define another function according to this guy. Int, it's not int, it's where. Thank you for saving hours of my debugging time. This is outside of fact and function fib. Fib n, okay. If n is equals to 0, or n n is equals to 1, return n, else return fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2. Got it. And now okay, result plus or is equals to fib of I. So fib of 0 is called, 0 is returned, fib of 1 is called, 1 is returned, fib of 2 is called. Nice. Nice. That is it. I don't know. 5 Fibonacci. Okay, so when you click the Fibonacci button, the fib function will be executed. Inside the function fib, there is a result, an empty string, value, you got the value, okay, I is equals to 0, I less than value, I plus plus. Okay, the result is calculated, but you are not printing anything. Oh yeah. I mean, nothing's wrong, but you are not printing anything. The sequence just print that. Just print the result. Okay. So it prints, and also you need to concatenate an empty string here. Empty space, yeah. How about now? Nice. $100. What happened? Cannot it handle that big of recursion or what? Okay. Yeah, it cannot handle recursion, dude. Yep. That's crashing out. Got it. The function calls are becoming too big. That is the problem. Our code is working properly. And let's continue. What the fuck? Okay, that is us. Mm, we wrote the Fibonacci, and now we need to get the prime numbers until that range. Shall we have two functions? Function is prime Alright, this is just for variable I is equals to 2, I less than n by 2, I plus plus if you know n mod, where is this mod? Mod I is equals to 0. Return 1. Or maybe return 0. If that's not the case, return 1. If it never, enters until this one, it will return 1. Now, alright, our original function prime. Okay, let's declare an input string. for where I is equals to, you need to get the primes from 0 to, did you read that? No, you did not read that. This is our number. I less than where if is prime I, it returns 1, right? If it is prime, it returns 1. Result plus or is equals to concatenation is supported. Let's concatenate an empty string. And what are you concatenating it with? I. That's it, right? And inside the function, just print the result. That's it. That should be enough. Let's prime. Okay. Nothing's happening. Is prime n I is equals to 2, I less than n by 2. Maybe it is having some issues. No, it is not the case. If n mod I is equals to 0, you return 0 or you return 1. So if you pass 5, it will return 1. And if A is prime I, it returns 1 if true, right? Result is an empty string. Did you prime? Prime. Okay. Did you see the closings correctly? Okay, you idiot. There is another function close. Here, yeah. Now what is wrong with this one? Okay, it needs to be outside of our loop, huh? Okay. I didn't mean that. I didn't take the loops correctly. Okay, this will execute in every iteration. That is true. I didn't close the function. That's good. Okay. And what else? Palindrome. I got another palindrome checking. We need to check if the given number is palindrome or not, right? Function palindrome. I guess that's the name. And we will get the element variable value is equals to convert into number document dot get element by id value dot value. We got the value and we need to check if it is palindrome or not. How do you do that? You need to, compare it with original. And temp is equals to val while temp is greater than 0. Right. You need to access the number and you need to, let's say, 1 to 1. First, what do you do? 121 more 10, it will give 1. And 1 plus, you need to, construct the number from the deconstructed number. I don't know if it's making sense or not. The result will be 1 and okay. How do you check if a number is palindrome or not? We check if a number is okay. You need to have a reverse number that is initialized to 0. And then what will happen? It is not in temp, it is variable temp. Variable reverse is equals to 0, initiated to 0, while temp is greater than 0, where dz is equals to temp mod 10. It will, for 121, it will return 1. And now what we'll do is rev is equals to rev times 10 plus Does it? And now temp is equals to mass dot floor times by 10. Okay. The temp gets updated on 21. Let's say it will return 1 and 1 and 12. Alright. And it will return 2 and it will return 12. Nice. And yeah, that's it. That's while, and if rev is equals to well, temp gets messed up. Don't so you are going to you are just going to give output that it is palindrome, else it is not palindrome. You forgot to close the function. Okay. One 21 palindrome. It is palindrome. 1211. It is not palindrome. Okay. You know what? You can have placeholders for all of these 4 factorial. No. Don't even. There's a lot of. Alright. Let's do some simple numbers for factorial. Okay. It is working out and we are finally able to do it. Good, right? Alright. We, just have one more thing. Which one? That is it. Okay. I mean, yeah, a stream takes up a lot of memory. What do we need to do now? This is it. Validation rules. Mm-hmm. Okay. Regex. A to Z, A to Z, A to Z. Oh wait. Now that I remember, did you do regex, man? Which one is that? the JS objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are supposed to do regex, right? You did not do that. See, you did not do regex. We will do that. We will do that. Name regex. Uh-huh. If not, name regex, not test name. Nice. Start with an alphabet, followed by an alphanumeric. Minimum length is equals to 6. Exactly 10 digits. Okay, mobile number is not a number, it is a string. Nice. Right. Let's write the regex first. Okay. Here, right? Regex function check. Regex check, alright. And you open the JavaScript. Soon as that, where regex is equals to hello, and it is a case insensitive, where string is equals to hello world. If string dot test regex, what will you do? Document dot write. Yes. Else document dot write. No. What is the syntax? Name regex. Okay. Test. You are going to test. You are going to test the name, right? So similarly, you are going to test the string. test the string with the regex. That's kind of opposite. If regex dot test, okay. Come on. What's wrong with regex? Okay. It is not a string, I think. Yeah, I mean, it is not a string, absolutely. Okay, yes. Regex is not a string. Point noted, sir. This is it, right? Yeah, this is it. And below the buttons, we will have another header, email, or maybe form validator using regex. How about that? Okay. A new heading's created, and now you know what? You will write, and you will just pop the alert, so there's nothing to worry about. Okay. Or maybe popping an alert is a better option. Let's have input type is equals to text. Let's have p name. Okay, what all did he ask for? What all was asked for? And the question, alright. Name, yeah. Name. Okay. And input type text ID is equals to name. God. And what's next? Mobile. Mobile. Input type text ID mobile email input type text ID yep email. Now we have 3 text boxes and a submit button. And button on click validate function validate button. Now the script is open. and inside, oh my god, 55 minutes. And inside the script, what will we do? Alright, we will get the values first. We will get the values first. Variable name is equals to document dot get element by id. What's the id? Name dot value. Similarly, variable, I don't want to write all of that. And mobile, what's the ID? Mobile. And email, have some regex. Now all you need is 3 regexes. Name regex is equals to, it is going to have name should start A to Z, A to Z, and after that okay, I need to look at the regexes. Alright, can you explain the regexes? Can you explain this parsing? Okay, start of the string. First character must be an alphabet. Next character must be minimum 5 times end of the string. Start of the string, end of the string, got it. Exactly 10. Then one or more letters plus digits, mandatory at the rate of symbol, and domain name, literal dot, backslash dot, okay. Exactly 3 alphabets. Good. Okay. So this is forward slash. This is start. Where is this? Start. It should have this, and it should be followed by A to Z, A to Z, maybe 0 to 9. Minimum 5 times. And end it. Nice. Where, alright. Mobile regular expression is started, and now 0 to 9 exactly 10 times $sign and end it. Variable regex is very powerful. Email regex is kind of complicated, but we will do it. So first, it needs to start with that any number of times a to z maybe you can do this and plus at the rate of a to z 0 to 9 plus backslash dot I need to look at that. You don't need that. Okay. A to Z exactly 3 times, and it is the end of the string, and close it. Oh my god. You had regular expressions and now you need to test them. If their regular expression is not satisfied, name underscore r dot test. What are you testing? Name alert invalid name if mobile underscore r dot test. Mobile alert invalid mobile. The testing itself is not going to, it is going to take a lot of time. Email underscore r dot test email alert invalid email. Okay, there is no function, right? Okay, everything should be written inside the validate function. Function validate. I don't know if this works, but let's see. JS programs. Not this one. Functions, I see. S invalid name. Okay, invalid mobile, invalid email. What the fuck? It worked. Shankar. 5. Invalid email. No, you will. Alright. We will check that. This is for Shankar. Okay. There is no dot. Shankar at the rate of Gmail. Okay. No worries. Shankar at the rate of Gmail. You don't worry, okay? And at the end, let's have this. If name else, let's have this. Where is this form validator? Let's have this down the button. ID is equals to OP. Document dot get element by ID. What's the ID? OP dot inner HTML is equals to everything is good. Nice. Right. Okay, everything is good. Went up. Why did it went up? Okay. Where did I put that? It should be down the validate, right? Why did it go above that? No, I want it below. I want it below, man. Down of validate button. Maybe this works. My god, I need to type all of this. Why is it going up, man? Everything is renting above H3. Uh, I don't know how those two are related, but yeah. Okay. This means one or more routes. Got it. What do you want? You want the function to be returned. How are those how are those two related? If I didn't write return, should print below, right? DOM placement. Whenever JavaScript reaches it, HTML position is not execution condition. Okay. He's putting out a flag now. Well, let's see. Okay. If Mm-hmm. I never clear OP. First click. Okay, state from previous click. Okay. So handling an edge case is important. It doesn't matter, I think. Right. Nope, that's not the case. Did I do okay? That's nice. That is exactly what I expected. That's why you need to have control F. Where the hell is OP? Why is it not showing all occurrences? OP1. Okay. Thanks for that. The proud feeling after solving a bug. All right, we did something today, and I'm satisfied. 33 items. Twelve point eight MB. Okay, we did something good. I can push all of this to GitHub though. 1 hour 30 minutes. How much is that? 2 hours, 3 hours. Today, almost 5 hours. Almost 8 to 9 hours we have completed, and I am happy with what happened. Okay, nobody's here to listen that, but that's okay. And now we will look at operating systems and what is this? Then we will call it a day. I don't need this. I don't need this as well. Alright, people, we completed it, and let's look at the operating system syllabus once, and then we will call it a day. What do you say? Let's see. ChatGPT. I have completed the full stack today, and I'm happy with that. Sunday VMS. I will both of them anyways, but what should I do first? It's not an option, it follows workload structure, cognitive load, and lab fraction. Most labs are heavier, environment dependent. All right. Cool. So our labs are doing OS in Ubuntu. I need that to be structured. We have Linux already. I have Docker desktop and Ubuntu inside Linux. Right. Nice, right? I don't have this much. Why is it giving my IP address? Whatever. Sudo apt update. Okay, we had Ubuntu, that's a good thing. Start build essential. And pages tab. See. Sudo apt. Man pages tab. What does build essential install? GCC. Okay. That's good thing to hear. Nice. Nice as well. Mm-hmm. All right, we will do that tomorrow. It's a good thing that we have our environment set up. And I'm going to sleep for today. It is a pretty good day and we done well. So, good night, everybody.